Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm out here in my backyard laboratory. I'm playing around, I'm testing some gear, and I thought that I would get this piece of kit out in front of you. Now, Frank over at F&G Innovations was nice enough to send me a brand new Morphalite PRO-AB-500. Now, if you're a long-term subscriber and fan of the channel, you have probably seen me showcase a few Morphalites in the past, and you know that I just love these lights. Well, Frank gave me a call, said, hey John, me and the folks down at our Skunk Works laboratory, we've been working on a brand new light and we want to send it to you to test out. And I was like, well, what's it all about? And he says, we have the ability now to be able to take our light, which casts light in a letterbox, right, to go from a wide beam to a narrow beam. And I was like, oh, now you've captured my interest, Frank. So for a lot of folks that don't know, a traditional flashlight casts a round cone shaped light. This gives off a letterbox beam of light about 120 degrees ish. Don't quote me on that. I'm not Bill Nye the Science Guy, but it's quite a bit where you can see it on your peripheral at night. And later on tonight, we're going to cut away. I will show you some beam shots of that and the effectiveness. But first, as always, we're going to cut away. We're going to do a quick specs rundown. Then I'll come back. I'll give you some thoughts on this light. And guess what? I happen to have an extra one. So we're going to talk about maybe doing a giveaway on this light. So stick around. It's going to be a fun one. Come join me. Now for a quick look of the performance of this Morphalite. Here I have my old archery target here in the backyard, and that's about 15 yards away. So this is the narrow beam. It's on the highest setting, and as you can see, I have a pretty wide field of view. Now, the camera doesn't do it much justice because I can see in my peripheral a lot wider than what the camera lens is showing. But I wanted to illustrate in the backyard here in the dark just how much room you had. Now, this is horizontal. I could go vertical with this, and look, I can see all the way from my feet all the way up to the sky. There's a tree. Let me do the tripod. I don't know if we can see it too well, but you can see that tree, and just the beam is going all the way to the top of that tree. So you have a pretty wide field of view. Now, on the high setting, let's open this up. I'll pull the housing back, and it gives more of like a floodlight. So that's in the flood setting, and it's still as wide from side to side as in the narrow setting. And this is what it looks like vertical when I pan back and forth. Now let me go back to the narrow beam. This is the high setting. I'll leave it on my worn out archery target. This is the medium setting. This is the low setting. That's the strobe and SOS. And then it will cycle back to the high setting. We're just going through them all real quick, but that right there gives you an example of the capabilities of this light. I came inside. I wanted to show you part of the features with the Morphalite, which really won me over from the get-go. I like the fact that I'm able to see from the floor to the ceiling, and I can ingest this from a very narrow, concentrated beam into a wider beam that lights up pretty much at least a 6 or 7 foot wide spread in this close quarters. Now let's take it horizontal and I have a pretty good field of view, roughly about 120 degrees, maybe a little bit more. We'll get a better field of view outside in the backyard. But watch, I can concentrate this beam, and this is what's really cool about this technology. And I have pretty much the same light output throughout the whole width of this beam. So if you're in security, if you're police, if you want it for home use, in case power goes out, whatever it may be, it's a pretty good resource to have. Now for some final thoughts on the PRO-AB-500 Morphalite. You had a chance to see the specs run down. You see all the goodies that come with this light. You had a chance to see some beam shots in my backyard and also in a hallway in my house. So hopefully you get an idea of the use of this light and the effectiveness of this light versus what I'm calling the old antiquated system of just a round cone beam that's out there. Now, if you're in law enforcement, if you're in security, if you're a firefighter or on a SAR team, you're looking for a lost hiker, whatever, just think about how this helps you in your job. Security, and you're out there and you have to look around a building. Now all of a sudden you have about a 120 degree field of view as opposed to about a 40 degree field of view. So if somebody's wearing something on their shoes or on their clothing or whatever that's reflective, guess what? It gets picked up. Now, boom, you can see them. If you're police and you got multiple threats and you shine this, the cool thing about this is these cones up here in the front, the way that they're giving off light, if I have a person over here, over here, over here, wherever, multiple threats, everybody thinks that I'm pointing the light straight at them. So now this is a force multiplier. So you could be by yourself, but people think, oh, geez, he's looking straight at me, or he's looking straight at me, or here. So they don't know what's really going on. So that's cool. That may give you that fraction of a second, just enough time to be able to react and do something, to escape and evade or to engage, whatever the mission may be. Firefighter, you're in a house and you need to look for a person. Hey, how much better is it to be able to see in a horizontal or vertical line, letterbox form? If you're looking up a stairwell, boom, I can shine just one beam. I don't even have to move my hand. Or if I hold it horizontal, I can scan the whole room. Oh, there's the baby over there. Makes it real easy. That lost hiker that fell off the trail is unconscious. Horizontal, I'm scanning. Oh, I picked up a little shine. There's the person down there. You can see that I'm really excited about this. 500 lumens, has 5 settings, has a high, medium, low, and then it goes strobe and then SOS. It runs an 18650 battery, comes with a charger. I mean, can't beat that. And you folks know, if you watched any of my videos on flashlights, you know that I am a huge yeah, I'm a huge fanboy of 18650 batteries. They're the wave of the future. So just an awesome piece of kit. I like the fact that you can just change it right here on the fly, back and forth. All the controls are in the back. Really tactical. You can hold it there. It's small enough where if I take off the clip, I could put that on my AR. Now I have a ton of capabilities there. So for you techno weenies out there, this is an awesome piece of kit. And let me give you an insider secret. Retails for about 30 bucks. So you're asking yourself, what? A light, a charger, a charging system, a battery in a nice neat package, 30 bucks out the door, boom, Katie bar the door, get her done. That's not bad. But I'm gonna tell you how to get a deal today. If you live on planet Earth, anywhere on planet Earth, you'll be eligible for this giveaway. What I'm gonna do is keep this giveaway open for 30 days from the date that this video is uploaded. So look in the video description for the date. You have 30 days from the date that this is posted. All you got to do is make a comment. That's it. You don't have to be a subscriber. I'm not jonesing for subscribers. If you love the channel and you love the content, you're going to subscribe anyway. So I just want to give back to the community anywhere on planet Earth. I don't care if we got to put this on a pack mule and send it to the Himalayan mountains. We'll figure out a way to do it. Let me know in the comments below. Share this video, get it out to all your friends out there. Let them know that there's a contest. Folks, this is going to change flashlights, and you're going to hear it first. I've been a big fanboy of these Morphalites for a very long time, and I've been saying it, and I'm telling you, they're on the verge of breaking out and going huge. You're going to see this technology everywhere soon. So here's a chance to get one in your hands. Hey, and if you don't win one, guess what? Have a link below to Frank's website, F&G Innovations. 30 bucks. 500 lumen light. Can't beat that. So, great light. This is going to be just a Hall of Fame light on the channel. I just love all these Morphalites. So, Frank and the gang down at F&G Innovations, their Skunk Works Laboratory, thank you so much for sending this light to me, being able to get this technology out in front of you folks out there. Hey, like I said, comment down below. Contest is open. 30 days, folks, not 31, from the day that this video is posted. So good luck and congrats to the person that's going to win. We'll do a random drawing, and then I will come back and announce it in a video who won this light, and then we'll get it boxed up and sent wherever here on planet Earth. So I'm looking forward to getting this in somebody's hands and hearing from them how this light's going to perform. Folks, this is John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, guess what? I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks. You have a good day.